Hi, I'm Bill Alderson. Hey, I'm talking to you about the building blocks of performance management. The essential things that you have to do. And this is part 3, business technology integration. Okay, so you've got all these silos. Okay, you've got the desktop, you got the network, you got security, you got platform, you've got web, you've got application, you've got database, right? You got WAN, you've got all your various, silos of where you have good managers and good technologists running each one of these silos. But customers end up going through all of those silos. From the server, the desktop to the server, they end up going through and being impacted by all of those various silos. So, very important to do business technology integration. A master plan, okay? First thing is, the master plan needs to look like, you've got a master plan here, and you need to take a look at, what have these guys done down here for their silo master plans, right? And then you basically just pull those things up into here. Okay, and the important thing about pulling them up into a consolidated collaborative master plan is that you have scheduling, okay? They're going to do a Windows 7 upgrade here, they're going to do an Oracle database upgrade here, they're going to do security infrastructure update. And so if you have a calendar, basically multi-year or what have you, you can basically look and see, that you aren't scheduling too many things during the same periods of time, and then all of these guys can see kind of the way forward and the roadmap to what you're about doing. But first thing that you have to do is you have to document the is. Okay, that's part of architecture ownership. So if you've done a good job with architecture ownership, you just pull that in, and that is the is. And then you basically, so that's the is, and then you've got the future. Okay, and then you have the roadmap and the schedule to the future. So business technology integration. So how do we do this? What do we do in this particular environment? Well, let's think about it. You've got all these great technology people, and they're all out there, working within their own silos, right? They're out there just working away. And what are their objectives? Well, they're the objectives that their manager set for them within their particular silo. But hey, let's not forget about the old end user out here and what their objectives are end to end, because a lot of times with decision support metrics we find everybody's hitting their SLAs, everybody's getting great awards, everyone's wonderful, these are contractors, they're getting their incentive awards, everybody is happy except the end user, who's saying, hey, wait a minute, what about me? So, application performance management, making certain you have a baseline, you know what is going on, and then you basically build this in a collaborative style. You basically do that by putting a team together, right, from each one of these organizations, just like you do for master planning, architecture ownership, decision support metrics. You build teams by topic. Now, what does that mean? That doesn't mean those are working groups, right? That doesn't mean that I'm trying to change, because I've tried to do that before, is change the way that you divide things up in your organizational architecture. That doesn't work. I don't know enough about your history and that sort of thing, nor does anyone else. You guys know that, and you've decided to do your business with these particular silos and this particular management hierarchy. So we respect that. However, when it comes to master planning, documentation, decision support metrics, critical problem resolution, etc., you need to pull into a virtual team concept. So these are virtual teams. We have virtual LANs, we have virtual images on our servers, everything's virtual. Now we can go into the cloud virtually. Well, we also need to address certain issues that fall through the cracks, right? down here, okay, that fall through the cracks in the interoperability between these things, pull those up into a virtual team. And so it's really cool when you see folks starting to collaborate across the enterprise with the end user and their performance, looking at that. So, and that basically justifies your portfolio spending. Your portfolio spending is your roadmap to the future, and it just really works. It's simple, yet elegant and essential. I'm Bill Alderson. Thank you for tuning in.